Do you have what it takes to be in the recruiting industry? Check out this video and find out. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. If you have not seen this channel before, it's all about upping your game in the recruiting industry. So let's get to it. So this video is all about, do you have what it takes to be in the recruiting industry? And I'm gonna do this based off of what I'm looking for. So we just had a meeting here at Talent Perch just yesterday with all the talent partners, and I was like, we are in hyper growth mode. I need about 20 recruiters today. So if you're looking, hit me up on LinkedIn for sure, or just Brianna at Talent Perch, small little plug. But we started talking about, what type of person do we need? Do we need experience? Yes, in the perfect world, I'm getting someone with about 2 to 3 years experience. I could take someone with longer, as long as they're open to, morphing to what I feel the right way to do recruiting is, because sometimes people are stuck, in what they know, and it's hard for change. So we started talking, could we take someone really junior? And yes, as my university is coming out, I can definitely take more junior, but this video is more about what's on the inside, what you already have, not what I can train you. So what I really look for is, intelligence, grit, and passion. Because grit and ambition is just not something you can teach someone. It's not something you can train. Can't mentor. I can't get you to be driven inside. That comes from you. And that is something that's so important in this recruiting industry. And if you have that, I feel like absolutely 100%, you can just kill it in this industry. You can be the most amazing recruiter. You can be the most amazing talent acquisition manager. You can really just take it any direction you want to go, for sure. I need curiosity, kindness, of course. I feel like that's really a big one just across all industries, but very collaborative, and again, very results driven. Very important. And so this, of course, can help you in your interview, but I hope that you're not just taking these words and saying you're all of these things. I hope inside you truly are these things. And if you're not, then I gotta tell you, the recruiting industry might not be so kind to you. So this is what you need. Another thing that is just so crucial, and I don't feel like I talk about enough, is resilience. So being resilient is one of the greatest skills you can have as a recruiter, for sure, in this industry in general. But this talks about how you can accelerate your learning through failure. Say that again. You can accelerate your learning through failure, and that is so important to grasp. A lot of people get triggered or just fear failing. Tons of people do that. I love failing, and you can actually look this up. Anyone that has really been successful, has really made waves, loves failing. They fail fast, and they know how to pivot very quickly, because I think about some of the things that I've learned off of the mistakes I've made, and they've been absolutely priceless. In fact, it made me think about this yesterday because I was doing this Christmas quiz that's with your family, and it's supposed to be a game on Christmas Day, so I'm excited about that. But it's really like to get to know each other more, or to say like, hey, who knows each other best? But the question was, what's my biggest mistake? What's the worst decision I've ever made, basically? And I've made some pretty shitty decisions, but when I was thinking about all of them, I was like, well, no, because that bad decision had this, and now I do that. And so I was thinking about all the different moving parts that have come with all my really shitty decision-making skills. So I don't regret any of them. I don't feel like any of them were that bad. So that's what we talk about, is that being very resilient in your career, in your attitude, and how you come across to people is just really important. I've seen time and time again when people aren't getting it, and they're just so hard on themselves, or maybe a candidate didn't accept and they're just like 2 days like down and out because they really thought this was going to happen, or maybe they didn't even think it was going to happen, they just wanted it to happen. So that's like a whole different ball game. So really, to be in this industry, let's recap. When I say smarts, when I say intelligence, I'm not actually meaning book smart. I'm talking about street smarts. And to quote my father, and he'll be very happy about this, is common sense isn't so common. So when you think about when you're doing interviews and they give you a brain teaser, you might just be annoyed, like, why am I answering this question? It has nothing to do with the job. But in fact, it does, especially in the recruiting industry, because we need to know how you think. How do you problem solve? And if you get thrown for a loop, because trust me, there's lots of things that are gonna be thrown at you that you're gonna be like, haven't seen that before. There's plenty of things I haven't seen. And you need to know, like, how is that person gonna react? How quickly can you move? Are you gonna be thrown off your game and then just crumble? Or are you gonna like keep your head up and just, okay, well, let's do this, because there are disasters that happen in the recruiting industry all the time. And you have to answer to the hiring managers. You have to answer to, the VPs, the CTOs, the CEO. There's lots of things that happen. So you have to be really resilient and really, again, a problem solver, street smarts. You have to know how to handle things. And you have to do it with a smile, by the way. Remember, this is a people business. People first, they all matter. And so you need to make sure that what you're feeling internally based off of what you were just thrown with, no one else feels. And so that talks about, that's some resilient stuff going on there. And then also, in order to be, really, really successful in this business, you also have to learn the things and push yourself to learn things that perhaps you're not great at, but you can be great at. So a good example of that is when I first started, and if you watch some of my earlier videos, I didn't know how to type at all. I literally had these two little pointer fingers. I was just pecking at my keyboard. I honestly got made fun of a lot, which is fine, that doesn't bother me, but it might bother some people, so that's another thing. But I now type pretty well, actually. So it's just like whatever gets the job done works. It doesn't matter how you get there, it matters your results and that you are open and driven and willing to get there at any cost.